Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show tonight. My name is Eric Smith, and I'm your host of A Whole New Me show. Tonight, we're going to be discussing something that's, in my opinion, one of the most important things that you can embrace when it comes to your health or the health of your family, your children, grandchildren, husband, wife, it doesn't matter. Anyone that you love. When we look at health situation in the world today, we won't even just look at the United States, because I know there's individuals that follow the show all around the world.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Look at everything.
Welcome.
Apologize for that. Let me
show tonight. My name is Eric Smith, and I'm your host of A Whole.
Forgot to stop that. But when we look at the world situation, obesity seems to be a major challenge. So I ask you, if you feel like you're a person that's over 50 pounds of weight, that would like to release that amount, have you yo-yoed in your diet over the last 5-10 years? You know, when you look at the lifestyle, because that's what we're talking about tonight, is a lifestyle transformational system. When you look at what's going on in your lifestyle, would you say, if you were asked, that you're living the lifestyle that you want to? Now, oftentimes people equate lifestyle to the house that they have, or the vehicle that they're driving, or the boat, or the bigger yacht, or whatever, and the country club membership, perhaps, shopping, and cash. I'm going to put all of that aside tonight. I want you to think about lifestyle from the perspective of, can you enjoy going to a theme park and riding the rides, if you choose to ride the rides, with your grandchildren or children, or are you unable to? Not because you don't want to ride, because you cannot ride. Have you ever experienced getting on a ride and they cannot close the bar down over you and say, sir, we're going to have to ask you to step out, and you're sitting on the front row? Everybody is standing in the waiting area to get on, see that you could not go on the ride and you had to leave. Perhaps you go on a business function luncheon. Do you have to request a table because booths aren't options? There's just not enough room in that booth. How about your sex life? Is your sex life affected because of weight issues and challenges there? Are you not getting the dates that you might want, perhaps? Do you feel frustration there? See, when I talk about lifestyle, I'm talking about the things that affect us right here and right here. How about walking onto an airplane and having to secretly try to get a flight attendant's attention to say, hey, can I get a seatbelt extender, please? Because the one sitting in the seat just won't work for you. See, everything tonight I'm going to be talking to you about, you're listening to someone that has had personal experience, okay? And how I've been able to release 50 pounds into my journey and keep it off and yet continue to progress is what the focus of tonight's going to be. Not so much that it's about me, but it's about what I did. And there are things that you're going to want to do that you're not able to do right now until I give you the solution to show you how to do what you can do. So as we're in this, just a little housekeeping, you're watching what's called a Google Hangout on your Facebook page. Up at the top, above my head, there is a share button. Please, if you think this information is going to be very valuable, share it out to your friends, post it onto your page, share it out on Twitter, Google+, Facebook. Get your friends into this information. If you have friends that are gainfully employed, they're overweight, they complain, they're frustrated, this could be one of the best gifts that you give to them. Also, below all of the video, there is a comment feed. Please throw your comments in there. Now, there is a box that says automatic updates. It updates every 90 seconds. You could be typing something in and it updates, you'll lose your comment. So uncheck that box and then be sure to check it back so you can keep up with what everybody else is asking or saying. And I'll do my best to monitor the questions as well and be able to answer those. In addition, there is a button underneath the video that says join me live. I'm shooting this inside of a private studio, virtual studio. I invite you to jump on with me. Click on that button. All you need is a Gmail account, a camera, and a quiet environment so that you can be muted out if it's too loud. And I welcome you to join me in the virtual studio, and you can ask questions live and be a part of this show. Maybe you're someone that has been walking with me or been a part of this journey. Please come on, come into the virtual studio, and so you can share with individuals things that you may have personally learned or experienced. So I invite you to do that as well. So let's take a deeper dive off into what we're talking about tonight, because if you've experienced those problems, as I mentioned, I've experienced them, perhaps you have too, then let's talk about what this 12-week personal transformational boot camp is all about. So when you think about putting together your mission possible team, I have one. Many of you know I have a team of people that I work with. Why is a team of people so important? It's important because it's the key element to your success. Now, sometimes people think when I say you need to have a mission possible team, they think I can do this myself. It's pretty simple. Just eat right and exercise. Yeah, right. If it was that simple, there would be a planet of just skinny people walking around. And that's not the case if it was just about eating right. You see, what eating right for you may not be eating right for me. So you got to find that out. In our 12-week course, I'm going to teach you how to identify specifically what you should be eating. I'm not going to tell you what you should be eating. I'm going to show you how to find out what you should be eating, because once you know what you should be eating, it's then up to you to decide if you're going to eat that away. Once you've become aware, like me, I found out that eating pork, beef, and chicken were not my friends. When I chose to stop eating pork, beef, and chicken as of April 1st, my weight started doing this. And I kept up the same amount of activity exercising. Now, of course, I have a nice regimen for my workout routine. And I appreciate the trainers and the people that walk with me and do exercises with me. But had I not made those decisions to change and give my body what it wants and deserves, I could still be fighting that yo-yo. I could lose weight, but if I keep giving my body the things that it doesn't want, guess what's going to happen? Boop. So now that I know what I can eat, I enjoy those things and I eat lots of it, and I don't even count calories. Now, am I saying I don't count calories to tell you you shouldn't count calories? No, I'm not saying that. There could be a point you'll get to that you'll realize that you can eat within a certain parameter and you're going to lose weight. So why worry about points, calories, and all these other things, stressing yourself out when you can simply choose to enjoy life? If you've been around me long enough, you know my favorite statement is choose happiness. And if doing something that's restrictive to you creates a block, why do it? I mean, does that really make sense? So understanding how to put together your mission possible team, that is the critical piece. Then there's also 3 steps that you're going to learn in the 12-week boot camp. This boot camp is a virtual camp that starts here within just a couple of weeks. And we'll be taking it live, just like I'm doing right now. You'll have a private Facebook group that only you participate with this information. This is not shared to the general public or to the world. So I have a private Facebook group that you'll have an opportunity to become a part of. As a matter of fact, you'll even have an opportunity to get a referral link and earn a rebate back on all the people that you refer into this private group. So that's a cool feature that's set up for your benefit as well. Now, as we start talking about this Mission Possible team, one of the biggest objectives that I've gotten is, Eric, that's cool. You got a team, you got all these people that are helping you. You got a chef, you have a mental therapist. I can't afford that. I've heard you loud and clear. It's not been told to me once. It's not been told to me twice. It's been told to me multiple times. That's cool that you can do that, but I can't afford it. Tonight, what I'm going to show you is one of the biggest kept secrets in America. And I'm going to preface this information for those of you that are listening outside of the United States. I'm going to get into some financial information, factual information. You need to consult your financial experts in your country to find out what you can do. I'm going to be specifically speaking tonight to those that live in the United States, but the principles are universal. I know those that live in Canada, I'm going to share some things. Yours is just different names, but it's virtually the exact same system, okay? Other countries, I'm not as familiar with. So listen along, and then you'll know what to take back to your CPAs so that you can find out specifically in your area what you can do. In the United States of America, this is the typical way our financial system is set up. If you are a person that has a gainful job, and let me just double check our messages real quick. Again, if you have any comments, drop your comments below or jump on the button that says join me live, okay? So if you are a person that's gainfully employed and you have a job where you receive a W-2 every year, that means that you go to work, first, you work an 8-hour day, or however many hours you work. You pay taxes second. And then you pay expenses, stands for expenses, home, third. In the United States, the average citizen pays around 30 to 35% of their income in taxes. So what does that look like? That looks like if you make $75,000 a year, we're going to use that as just an easy round number, 75,000, you're going to pay 25,000 taxes and 50,000 left over to pay everything else. Now, when I hear people tell me that they can't afford a Mission Possible team, I'm going to tell them, what if, this is a what if we could tap into 10 or 12,000 of this 25,000? Let's just say we could tap into 5 to 7 or 8,000 of this 25,000 and give you an extra, who knows, $200 to $800 a month. Let's just keep it really, really simple. And let me ask you one other question. If I told you right now that you could take $1,000 and put it into an investment, namely yourself. Invest in you. If you could take $1,000 and invest in you, and in the course of 12 months, receive back in cash flow $3,000, let's get back $3,000. Would this be a wise investment? And this is guaranteed. 1,000, and I get back 3,000. Where are you getting that in your personal investments today? Are you getting that at the bank? Are you getting that in CD? Are you getting that in a mutual fund? Now, I'm not here to teach investments, and that's not the point. Nor do I have an investment or a stock or anything to sell you. I'm just wanting your mind to start thinking. Okay? Now that your mind is thinking, if you would take $1,000, invest in yourself, and get back $3,000, how many times would you be wanting to do that? Over and over, if it was that simple? You should want to do it over and over. This is the problem. When you look at that $75,000 that you made, a lot of people are so excited about their gross income, how much the company is going to pay them. What most families are not thinking about is how much are they getting to keep. And they just willy-nilly just allow $25,000 of this to just evaporate in thin air, and this is what they have to fight over to pay rent, mortgage, car payment, insurance, daycare, kids camp, buy groceries, utility bills, and so forth. So let's say that is another, geez, that could probably be 50,000. Well, let's give you just a little bit left over so you can put something in savings. So let's say you spent another 40,000 in expenses. That leaves you 10K left over. How many are saving $10,000 a year? So as you can see, I'm trying to be very generous and facetious here. This typically is evaporated by most families. And that's why people tell me, Eric, it's cool that you can do the things that you're doing. I don't do this to brag. It's not about me bragging or anything. I have strategies and leverage with how I get my things done because I don't have a W-2. I'm not a job owner. I'm getting this done without that. I'm talking to those of you that perhaps have jobs, okay? You have guaranteed money that's coming into your budget. I'm showing you the secrets of where this money is evaporating, and I'm going to show you through our 12-week boot camp course how to successfully transfer this back into your budget so that you can use it and be within the guidelines of the IRS. So let's go back now and look at our example. What if you could reverse what I said earlier that happens? What if as a W-2 worker, you can first, after working, put up here, after working, you can spend on self first. And let's just put, and we're going to put up here 75K. We're going to put 40,000. All right. And then 2, we're going to pay taxes. On the rest. So now your taxable income is 35,000 versus 75,000. A big difference. So now maybe you only have to pay 10,000 in taxes, maybe 11,000, 10 to 11K in taxes. But this other 35K, other 40K, what if you could write it off? Well, one of the secrets is that you must be a business owner. The tax rules in the United States of America are different for those that are W-2 and those that are business owners. Now, before you run and scream to the hills and start thinking that this is about to turn into a network marketing pitch, it is not. So free your mind of any of that. Not that there's anything wrong with network marketing. It's a great business model, and for those who understand it, they fall into this same category. They save a lot of money on taxes. Success leaves clues. I'm giving you some nuggets, some juicy, juicy, juicy nuggets. But this is not what we're all about. This is not about, I'm not promoting a network marketing business or anything like that. But what I am sharing with you is that when you understand this concept, then, because we're going to break it down in depth, we're going to show you how to recapture this money in our 12-week course, okay? Because a big piece of this 12-week course is understanding finance. Because once you have the resources, then there are some critical things that you must pay for with this new money. This new money is not money that was already in your budget. So there shouldn't be an issue having to say, oh, well, I can't afford to go get that stuff done. I got to use this money for this now. If you weren't using it for something else before, it doesn't make sense. You're going to go and get into a tax situation. What I'm explaining to you does not create a tax situation for you. I'm simply giving you some powerful information according to the financial stimulus rules of Congress, that if you understand it, and when you go through the 12-week course and understand it, you will then be participating in a stimulus package of the government, from the government, versus a receivership package or a welfare types arrangement. We're not talking about that. We're talking about participating in strategies that increase the economy. And so there are rules that Congress has passed that the IRS simply enforces. And when you play by the rules, you're rewarded. Most people just don't know the rules. And those that do know and choose not to do them stay over here as these people over here, because they're taxed at 30 to 35%. These people are taxed 20 to 28%. There's a whole nother level that's taxed 10 to 15%. That's not what we're here to talk about tonight. Okay? So what I want you to simply understand is that there are options available. And so if you can increase your take-home pay by $300 to $800 a month and use that strategically, then we're going to teach you how to build your mission possible team and who those individuals should be on your team. That's going to help you get the results that you need so that your lifestyle can be completely different. I hope that's making sense to you. If it is, please throw some comments down below and tell me that this is making sense to you. So, what are the benefits of this 12-week boot camp jumpstart program? Well, again, if you're looking to release weight, if you're looking to increase your stamina and just become a whole new you, just like me, I'm working on becoming a whole new me, and I feel so much better. 50 pounds lighter, I sleep better, areas in my life, personal life, are improving. Have I reached perfection yet? No, none of us will reach perfection, but I'm way better than what I was. And the key is getting started. So as a member or taking advantage of this course is $1,000. $1,000 to be a part of this course. But what are your benefits? I'm going to teach you personally each week, but when you use what I teach you, you're going to cash flow at minimum, $3,000 in new cash flow this year. Well, in the next 12 months, okay? New cash flow you're going to experience. Some people will experience upwards of $5,000 to $10,000, but I want to be very, very, very conservative. Because if you really do exactly what I'm going to teach you, and the CPAs that I'm introducing that will be also teaching this information with me, I'm just the messenger, okay? It's just that I'm aware of some information that's out there. I've been teaching for many years. But are you writing off your children's camp? Are you writing off your children's cheerleading, football, basketball? I'm not talking about the daycare percentages that you get to categorize that. I'm talking fully writing that stuff off. Are you writing off your cell phone? Are you writing off a percentage of your mortgage or rent? You see, you could either go to work, pay taxes, someone gets to reach into your paycheck, grab all this money, and then you get to deal with what's left over. Or you could go spend first in the right category to write it off, and then what's left over, you get to pay taxes on that portion later. Which do you want to be in? It's a simple answer. It's either A or B. You want to keep more of your money, or do you want to deal with less of your money? If you want to deal with less of your money, this program probably isn't for you. But if you want to learn to keep more of your money, I'd be ready to make an investment today. However, the other thing that you get to experience is you're going to be in a private group, private Facebook group. You also get to get a referral link. Now, getting this referral link allows you to refer 3, and yours is free. Refer 3, yours is free. This next 12 weeks that you're going to be able to spend together is going to drastically change your life, okay? Now, what I want to make you aware of is that for the next 48 hours, first, let me just do something. What I want you to do is to refresh your page. Refresh your page, and for the next 48 hours, you will see a button above the button that says Join Me Live. You're going to see a button that says Join the 12-Week Transformation Bootcamp Challenge. For the next 48 hours, there is a special available that you can take advantage of that will allow you to get in, enroll before this class starts. Instead of $1,000, you'll be able to get it for the next 48 hours for $297. I'd get in now, and then once you get in, let me show you what you'll do. Let's go to, I'm going to go into a screen share real fast. You're going to click, you're going to come to a page that looks just like this. And on the outside, you're going to see a video of me, and it's going to talk about some things that we went over. You'll click this button to go through. It'll take you to PayPal. You will pay your $297, and it will redirect you back to this page. Once you're on this page, the difference is you'll see a button down here that says watch my team. You'll see some of the people that I work with. But then I want you to go right here and grab your referral link. When you click on that button, you're going to be asked to put in your PayPal email address. It's going to pay out a referral rebate of 33%. Refer 3, yours is free. Then you're going to come back and you're going to enter the group. And this is going to put you into the private Facebook group that we have. And then as we're doing the training in this private group, you will then start to have all this information categorized in a private Facebook group. And this private Facebook group, you'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to get support. We'll have not just my CPAs that are going to be chiming in, giving you information and education, but you'll also have members of my team. See, it's important to not just change how you eat, but once you learn the steps and finding out what your body wants genetically, from a sensitivity point of view and other things, then you'll be able to then ask questions so that my chef will be able to help you in doing some things when it comes to your food. Other members of my team then can be available for you to start to look at how you should start putting your team together. So I encourage you to take advantage, click on the link below, either make a choice to stay where you are and get the results on your own. If you do, fantastic. No one's knocking that. But the reason I don't encourage that is because I know for myself, I had tried and I did this and I was unsuccessful. But now that I have a system that I've set up, now that I have an accountability piece in place, because now every day people look for my videos. People look to see the progress I'm making. Some may be looking to see if I really do it so that they can be what's called haters. Others are looking to say, come on, you're looking great. You're looking fantastic. How do you think that makes me feel? Wouldn't you want the exact same thing? So that's why I talk about having a team. Once you have that team, then you become unstoppable, unless you just quit the team. Your team's not going to quit you, so you can't quit the team. Therefore, you can get to your goals. Today, my trainer, if you saw the video that we posted, he put out there on video that he wants me down another 35 pounds by the beginning of September. So that means I have about 75 days to, 73 days, something like that, to drop another 35 pounds. But we're going to kick it up a notch. We're adding some things. Today we added new things to the workouts. And then when we move this outside, it's going to even get tougher. But I asked for that. I wanted that. Okay. So my encouragement to you, take advantage of the 48-hour special, because the price will go back to $1,000, $997 to be exact, is the price of the 12-week boot camp, and it's worth $997. I mean, again, if you can invest $1,000, and I'm going to show you how to create $3,000 in cash flow, you should be willing to do this all day long. But why do that when you can get it for this? So it's your choice. Jump in here, grab an affiliate link, get into the private Facebook group. We'll be starting the 12-week boot camp here within the next 10 days. You want to start with module 1. Even if you get in late, that's fine. If you jump in late, everything will be categorized. You won't miss out. You'll still get full benefit. But I encourage you to take advantage of this today and start yourself on a path of becoming a whole new you. 12-week boot camp jumpstart is going to shift how you think. It's going to change how you eat, but it is not going to take away the fun that you can have. It may simply increase your fun. I know I'm having a tremendous amount of fun in this journey. I'm learning things about my body because I'm listening to qualified experts, okay? So I'm going to help you with the financial pieces of how to pay for these experts without affecting your current budget that you normally are dealing with you and your family, your children, and so forth. So thanks for tuning in. Put any questions that you may have. Get started today. You've got 48 hours and the price will change, but I want you to be able to take advantage of something that's going to bring value to your life over this next 12 weeks that will last forever. I'm Eric Smith. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the 12-week boot camp. Have a good night.